Hello and welcome once again to Beetle University. I am Professor Moptop, and as we continue to learn all about the White Album, it's time to learn more about the way and far out experimental Revolution 9. While recording Revolution 1, which of course was Revolution at the time, the band had a long extended fade out. It featured a lot of noise and a whole lot of Yoko Ono.
John talked about wearing leather things, and I said that there are many ways of killing.
It was decided what they would do is they would fade the song out and then take the second part of it and add some stuff to it, creating a whole new song, which, as we discussed, isn't really a song at all. On June 6, 1968, after doing some work on Don't Pass Me By, Paul McCartney had to split to go be the best man at his brother's wedding. In his absence, George and Ringo helped John and Yoko dig through the sound effects cabinet for sounds and noises to be added to their latest bit of noise.
So the wife told him he better go to see a Sid, or what the price is.
One of the recordings was of an unknown voice from a test tape which said this is number 9 megacycles, and John loved it so much he made a loop out of the number 9. He would fade it in and out throughout the song as he saw fit. This is likely when the song became titled Revolution 9.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
John also recorded a bunch of other tapes that were labeled various, as well as Vickers' Poem, Queen's Mess, the Come Dancing Combo, Organ Last Will Test, and Neville Club.
Dressed in my teen old brown sweater, I easily mixed with the crowd at Neville Club. I see me ho. Soon, oh but soon, people acoustic me saying such thing as, "Where the charge, man?"
These may have been recorded for the stage adaptation of Lennon's In His Own Right, which was directed by Victor Spinetti. On the 10th of June, John and Yoko continued to play in their studio, seemingly having free run of the place, compiling more and more tapes in the absence of the other Beatles. Paul was still away busy with his brother's wedding. George and Ringo, along with their wives and assistant Mal Evans, were in California, first visiting with Joan Baez, followed by George Harrison being filmed for the Ravi Shankar film, Raga. The following day, the 11th, as Paul was being filmed with Mary Hopkin to promote her new Apple release, produced by McCartney, John arrived at the studio, heading straight back to work on his latest sound masterpiece, as he had taken to calling it. Chris Thomas was assigned to keep an eye on Lennon and help him out, while George Martin and Jeff Emmerich focused on Paul as he recorded Blackbird, likely deeming McCartney's work a little bit more worthwhile of their time. As Lennon mixed and added and manipulated, he employed many of the EMI employees, many of who were a bit annoyed of having to stay late just to turn a tape machine on and off in another room. They weren't even able to hear what was actually being recorded and mixed. This also wouldn't be the last time that at least 2 sessions were going on at once during 1968. As we have stated, it was all very weird in Beatleland. Then everyone took a week off. John and Yoko planted some acorns for peace. George and Ringo came home after living in the USA on the 18th of June, which was Paul's birthday. George and Patty and Ringo and Maureen joined John and Yoko at the premiere of the In His Own Right stage play. The press asking John, "Where is your wife?" the tales of their marriage crumbling being very widely secretive. Paul did not attend as he went to see his then-girlfriend Jane Asher in a play called Summer at the Fortune Theatre in London before flying out to New York to take care of some Apple Records business. While in the States, he tried to get in touch with Linda Eastman. On the 20th of June, with Paul out of the country, George, John, and Yoko finished up the strangest ever piece of released mainstream audio by doing more mixing and looping and fading and distorting, with several studios being used at once. And the next time we meet, we'll talk one more time all about Revolution 9 and where all that noise came from. Until then, class dismissed. I am Professor Moptop.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A Moptop production.
Very good.